Can you tell me in your own words, obviously, where Miles was musically at the time you joined him?
Now remember, at the time I joined him, I was into straight up acoustic jazz. I'm talking about Freddie Hubbard, McCoy, Sonny Rollins, Joe Henderson, Herbie Hancock. These are all the cats I'm playing with. I had never played in an electric context, but it opened my mind. And I remember having a conversation with Miles because, my wife would say, man, I'm an insomniac. So was he. So the calls would come 2, 3 in the morning, 4. He knew I was up, and we'd have these fascinating conversations about music. And he told me, he said, understand this, when you change your music, you have to change your band. Because they can't hear what you hear, because you hired them when you was hearing something else. That stuff. For me, that example came, Juicy Fruit. I changed my band. Because I was hearing something else. I couldn't do What You Gonna Do, Never Knew Love. Here's the deep thing. And I'm going to say this. That was the most creative, imaginative band that ever came along. He said that to me. But at the time we were playing the music we were doing, we burned all the bridges. We couldn't even go back if we wanted to. It was always about, damn, what's the next planet? And at that time, a lot of people have to say they have to wait for a new generation of listeners. That wasn't our problem. It was the new generation of critics we had to wait for. So Miles, in 1971, is playing a trumpet with a wah-wah pedal. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody before or since. So this is a trumpet. Wow, 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 wow. And all this straight ahead jazz cats. Oh, this is sacrilege. Miles said, he told me once, he said, man, if I have to play that old shit again, I'd die. He said, it's about electronics. And here's the problem, because Miles was such a darling of the critics when he went electronic. Also was racism that came out. I remember one critic wrote, Miles has now got a conga player and they doing some jungle voodoo music. I don't know where that came from. But I know where it came from, but you really have the audacity to say that? So Miles was castigated. Thank God for YouTube. Now people can see those clips, because before the last 4 or 5 years, there was no way, because we had come and gone. But Miles was playing music, man, that there was no script for. And that was everybody's problem. And it was a new vocabulary. And they refused to open up the dictionary or be humble enough to ask, what are y'all doing?